Okay, our home faces west, so this is the northwest corner of the property inside the parkway. We've got 2 meters by the mailboxes. I'm assuming that the closest meter is to this house, but they both look about the same. They're electronic. I can't really ascertain that there's a leak. I honestly can't ascertain that there's not one, so it's kind of that. So we come over here with our lawn sprinkler irrigation system. We're going to pass over that. We're going to stay in order. So we're going to step over our lawn sprinkler irrigation system. And we're going to go over here. We're still going. We're going to continue over here with goers. And on the south side of the larger south garage, it's the closest bib faucet to the meter that I can find. And we're looking in for no more than 80 psi. More than 80 psi. Come over here. We open it up. And it looks like we got about 70 psi. And it's leaking a little bit over here underneath the backflow prevention. And that's to be expected. And so we're creeping up 80 psi. Now we're supposed to let that sit for a few minutes, so we'll do that. We come inside the larger garage, the east interior wall. And this is the main water shutoff valve to the house. So if you have an emergency, come over here. I just turned off all the water to the house. Now I just turned on all the water to the house. And this is your check valve, and it's also your pressure regulator. And if you have one of these, you're supposed to have an expansion tank somewhere. And so far, I haven't seen one. You're supposed to have, when you have this type of water system, you're supposed to have an expansion tank. So even though this house has a tankless water heater. So, coming on along over here, that's our water pressure. Now we're going to look for our main cleanouts. That's part of the inspection. And these are our main cleanouts. We got double cleanouts. The Roto-Rooter, the snake, the auger, call it what you will, goes that way. Cleans out anything inside of the house, and this one comes this way, so you don't have a dead spot. This one doesn't go this way, and that one doesn't go that way. They crisscross, so you never have a dead spot. Now, I'm going to jump up a little bit. Sometimes it's easier to go organic. This is the check valve for the swimming pool drain system. Okay, the vacuum breaker, excuse me, not a check valve, vacuum breaker for the swimming pool drain system in the sewer. Now, you're supposed to have a gap between the top of this and this. This is too close. If sewer water backed up in here, it could get sucked up into this with siphoning action and go back into the swimming pool. So this needs to be cut back a little bit and really kind of readjusted a little bit so that it doesn't, or this could be cut down a little bit, and but you also want to hit your target. So there's that. But on our lawn sprinkler system, on this side of the parkway, and I'm going to be left to make some assumptions here, this is your check valve for the lawn sprinkler system. You're supposed to be able to get your hand around it, okay, to service it. There's supposed to be 3 inches of clearance underneath there, and this is supposed to be lined with gravel. I don't even know if the bottom parts are there. I don't know if it's complete. I don't know if you actually have two valves or one valve. You should have 2. I can't. There's one handle. Here's where your main water shutoff valve to the lawn sprinkler system should be. It'd be reasonable to assume. It's full of dirt too. It's full of dirt too. If you need to turn that off, you can. These are isolation valves. I only see one. And that's assuming that there's another one. Especially the house is 10 years old. But yeah, all this needs to be excavated, lined with gravel, made nice and neat. These are supposed to be serviced every year, and I just don't think it has been. It hasn't been. And they're coming along. coming in. This is the smaller garage. This is the north garage. And on the north garage north wall, this is the instructions for your programmer. These are your zones. They're labeled. This is your lawn sprinkler system control box. This is a receiver for a rain sensor, a weather sensor, and I'm not finding one.